Remember the days when mobile phones were more like bricks than gadgets? Those were the times when carrying a mobile phone was almost like carrying a small suitcase. They were heavy, cumbersome, and often required a strong arm just to hold them up to your ear. Huge, clunky, and with limited functionality, they were a far cry from the sleek devices we have today. These early mobile phones were more about making a statement than convenience. They were a symbol of status and technological advancement, even if they were impractical by today's standards. But these early phones were a symbol of progress, a way to stay connected on the go. For the first time, people could make calls without being tethered to a landline. It was a revolutionary concept that changed the way we thought about communication. The first mobile phone call was made in 1973 by Martin Cooper of Motorola. This historic call marked the beginning of a new era in communication. Cooper's call was a bold statement that the future of telecommunication was mobile. It was a revolutionary moment, but the phone itself was far from practical. The early models were bulky and had very limited battery life. They were more of a novelty than a necessity, but they paved the way for the future. Weighing in at a hefty 2.5 pounds, the Motorola Dynatac 8000X cost a whopping $3,995. This was a significant investment, equivalent to over $10,000 today. Yet, for those who could afford it, it was worth every penny. Early adopters were often businessmen who could afford the high price tag. These were the pioneers who saw the potential of mobile communication and were willing to invest in the future. They used these devices to stay connected with their offices and clients, even while on the move. Despite their limitations, these early phones planted the seeds for a mobile revolution. They demonstrated that it was possible to communicate wirelessly, and this idea captured the imagination of both consumers and engineers. People embraced the freedom of being reachable anywhere, anytime. This newfound mobility was a game changer, allowing people to stay in touch with family, friends, and colleagues no matter where they were. The demand for mobile phones grew, and so did the desire for better, more compact designs. Engineers and designers were challenged to create devices that were not only functional, but also portable and user-friendly. The race was on to create the perfect pocket-sized communication device. Companies invested heavily in research and development, pushing the boundaries of technology to make phones smaller, lighter, and more powerful. Little did anyone know, this pursuit would lead to the birth of the smartphone. These early innovations laid the groundwork for the sophisticated devices we use today, transforming mobile phones from simple communication tools into essential, multifunctional gadgets that we can't live without. The transition from clunky mobile phones to sleek smartphones wasn't overnight. It was a journey that spanned decades, marked by numerous innovations and technological breakthroughs. In the early days, mobile phones were bulky, expensive, and primarily used by business professionals. These early devices were a far cry from the pocket-sized powerhouses we carry today. It was a gradual evolution, driven by technological advancements and changing consumer demands. As technology progressed, so did the expectations of consumers. People wanted more than just a device to make calls. They wanted a tool that could help them manage their lives. This growing demand pushed companies to innovate and create more versatile devices. One of the key milestones in this journey was the introduction of the Personal Digital Assistant, or PDA. These devices were designed to help people organize their schedules, take notes, and manage contacts. They were the first step towards integrating computing power into a handheld device. PDAs like the Apple Newton and Palm Pilot offered a glimpse into the future. The Apple Newton, released in 1993, was one of the first devices to feature handwriting recognition, while the Palm Pilot, launched in 1996, became popular for its user-friendly interface and compact design. They combined the functionality of a mobile phone with features like calendars, notepads, and even rudimentary email access. These devices were revolutionary at the time, providing users with a new level of convenience and productivity. However, they lacked the seamless integration and user-friendly interface that would define the smartphone era. The user experience was often clunky, and the devices were limited in their capabilities. Despite these limitations, PDAs paved the way for future innovations. In 1994, IBM released the Simon Personal Communicator, widely considered the first true smartphone. This device was a game-changer, combining the features of a mobile phone, pager, and PDA into one device. It was the first step towards the multifunctional smartphones we use today. It combined the features of a mobile phone, pager, and PDA into one device. The Simon allowed users to make calls, send emails, and even fax documents, all from a single device. This level of functionality was unprecedented at the time. You could make calls, send emails, and even fax from this revolutionary gadget. It was a glimpse into the future of mobile communication, showing the world what was possible when you combined communication and computing power. The Simon was ahead of its time, but suffered from poor battery life and a hefty price tag. These issues limited its widespread adoption, but its impact on the industry was undeniable. It showed that there was a market for multifunctional devices, even if the technology wasn't quite there yet. It laid the groundwork for the future, proving that integrating communication and computing power into a single device was not just possible, but highly desirable. The Simon's legacy can be seen in every smartphone on the market today, as it set the stage for the mobile revolution that was to come. The journey from clunky mobile phones to sleek smartphones was a long one, but each step brought us closer to the powerful devices we rely on today. The early 2000s saw the rise of mobile internet, a groundbreaking shift that would forever change the way we communicate and interact with the world. With this technological leap, a new era of possibilities for smartphones emerged, transforming them from simple communication tools into powerful, multifunctional devices. No longer limited to basic communication, these devices could now access the World Wide Web, albeit in a limited capacity. This was just the beginning of a digital revolution. Nokia, a dominant player in the mobile phone market, capitalized on this trend with its N-series smartphones. These devices were designed to push the boundaries of what a mobile phone could do. The Nokia N95, released in 2007, was a technological marvel. It was a device that showcased the potential of mobile technology. It boasted a 5-megapixel camera, GPS navigation, and a music player, features that were groundbreaking at the time. These capabilities made the N95 a forerunner to today's multimedia powerhouses. Users could capture high-quality photos, navigate unfamiliar places, and enjoy their favorite music, all from a single device. It was a glimpse into the future of mobile technology. However, the true game-changer was the advent of app stores. This innovation opened up a world of possibilities, allowing users to customize their devices with a wide range of applications. Suddenly, smartphones weren't just for making calls or browsing the internet. They were platforms for endless possibilities. Apps like Google Maps revolutionized navigation, making it easier than ever to find your way. Facebook and YouTube transformed the way we interacted with the world around us, bringing social media and video sharing to our fingertips. These apps changed the way we communicated, shared information, and consumed content, making smartphones an indispensable part of our daily lives. The stage was set for a new generation of smartphones, ones that were not just devices, but ecosystems. These ecosystems integrated hardware, software, and services to provide a seamless user experience. The battle for smartphone supremacy had begun. Companies competed to offer the best features, the most innovative designs, and the most comprehensive ecosystems, driving rapid advancements in mobile technology. Today, we carry in our pockets devices that are more powerful than the computers that sent humans to the moon. These smartphones have become essential tools for communication, entertainment, productivity, and so much more. As we look back at the evolution of mobile technology, it's clear that the journey from the early 2000s to now has been nothing short of extraordinary. The power in our pockets continues to grow, shaping the way we live, work, and connect with the world. And as we move forward, one can only imagine the incredible innovations that await us in the future of mobile technology. In 2007, Apple, under the visionary leadership of Steve Jobs, unveiled the iPhone. This wasn't just another smartphone, it was a paradigm shift in mobile technology. With its sleek design, intuitive touchscreen interface, and a focus on user experience, the iPhone redefined what a smartphone could be. The iPhone wasn't just about hardware, it was about software too. Apple's iOS operating system, with its app-centric approach, was intuitive and easy to use. The App Store, launched alongside the iPhone, offered a curated selection of applications that extended the phone's functionality beyond anything seen before. The iPhone wasn't without its critics. Some found its closed ecosystem restrictive compared to the open-source nature of other platforms. However, its impact was undeniable. The iPhone set a new standard for smartphone design and user experience, forcing competitors to up their game. The smartphone wars had officially begun, and Apple had fired the first shot.